All right, welcome back to another trade recap. And today I lost. I guess I'm not gonna check how much I lost, but I lost. And it was on this trade right here. I Let's turn on executions. Um, come on, come on, come on, come on. I just did two micros. Um, and I risked 30 handles. How many points was it? 116 points on two. So it was like it was like 100. I think it was $116. So I think I lost $116. Um, it was an all right loss. Price action day was crazy, at least in the end. I guess, yeah, even after I got off around here, just even more chops. So, yeah, kind of crazy price action today. It's not where I entered, is it? Yeah, no, I entered when it retapped. It's changed, so like right there. Okay, so going into the day, let's go to my buys. I said I think plays on both sides. I said I think plays on both sides could. I just say play out, but high time frame I'm bullish, and I mean bullish. I mean I guess I was kind of right. Bullish was the good trade off of open, but then after that bearish. So I'm gonna do this and say this. All right, I'm gonna say the first. I'll say the AM session was definitely bullish, but overall we are now rocking. Oh, definitely dropping a lot. Insert teacher file. Boom. All right. So the trade today was. So I mean, obviously we had 8:30 news, um, and we had this little. That was 8:30. So this was the data low. But it swept out previous day low on ES, but not NQ. This was previous day low. Right here. So it was previous day low had already been swept out on ES, not NQ though. Previous, I don't know, but there was an SMT right here. Um, Price came up, did all this at 840. Was delivering from this hourly. I think it might have been. I don't know. I wasn't really trading until after open. So once market open, it dropped down like this. Created this low. So I guess I don't really like this. I mean, it's an alright trade. Um, what is this? I did not take this trade. Did I? No, I'm tripping. I think that was just. Oh no, I did on paper. Okay, so ignore that for now. This is the only trade I took, as you can see. Um, those are the only executions anywhere really. Um, but all right. But price. So we had an SMT right here, so probably didn't help. Did we? Yeah, we did. So it probably didn't help too much. But what I was seeing was that so price on the 4 hour. No, on the. Am I just dumb? I am dumb. What's the CISD that it tapped? Is that a 4 hour gap? It is a 4-hour gap. Okay, so price tapped. Okay, so basically what I made pretty much my bias on, which was kind of correct. So price tapped this 4-hour right here. Why am I just blinking? Because I took the trade off. So it's this long CISD. But was that the 1 hour? No, it wasn't. But it was not the 4 hour. Am I just tripping? It's a 15-minute. Oh, okay. So price tapped this 4-hour fair value gap up here, right? It tapped up here, came back, came all the way back up, tapped it down. No, okay. So price, wow, I'm just dumb. So price came up here into this 4-hour gap, right? Right here, this big 4-hour gap. Had a 15-minute change. Boom, went up to tap it. Had a 15-minute change right here, CISD. So then, once that happened, I went down. So initially I wanted to enter, this is what this is. I wanted to enter when like it came back up, stops above this, and target, which I didn't get because it didn't tap the change on the micro or at my limit, but it would have been a losing trade anyway. So it came up, tapped the 4 or 15-minute CISD, then it came back up to tap the CISD, so like an order block pretty much, right here. And then after it tapped the CISD, we had another 1-minute CISD down, so I entered right here, obviously, right at when it came back up to tap this CISD. I entered at 21729.5. Yeah, 21729.5. And then it came down to here after I entered on the candle up, then it did that, came down, and then just this is when all this weird price action started. So I got stopped out on this trade, which I don't hate this trade. I didn't get in on the initial move, but I still could have saw it going lower. Excuse me, lower to this gap and this previous day low, but it didn't. I guess the SMT I could have looked at, a lot of different things I could have looked at, and the fact that ES had tapped into this 1 hour. There's a 1 hour gap right here, a 4-hour gap right here, and a 15-minute gap right here that I could have taken a good trade off of, like a 1-minute CISD type trade, but I didn't end up taking that because I wanted to take this trade. I took this trade on paper. I'm just gonna honestly get rid of it. I took it on paper. It was a loss. So this was wrong, just mainly because I thought we were gonna come down here, but we came up here. But then once we remanipulated this 4-hour gap right here, and it was probably also a 1 hour gap too. It's probably a lot of different gaps. Yeah, 1 hour gap, 4-hour gap, all that. We probably had a 5 minutes change. Yeah, so we came up here, remanipulated, 5-minute change, and then we decided to make the move down. So this was just kind of like a little fake out move. I'm not too mad I missed it. You know, it's a little annoying, but I guess a big takeaway from today would be that when day before NFP, so already lower conditions, lower probability conditions, because like at NFP week, the Thursday of NFP week is probably the lowest probability, lowest probability day. And there was this setup forming on this side and this setup forming on this side because we dipped into all these gaps on ES. Right here, we dipped into this. I mean, it was a 1 hour, probably 15-minute too. A ton of different gaps here on ES. So obviously already low probability conditions, setups forming on both sides. So I should have waited to see what would happen here because it's kind of like no man's land almost, where it could go down or it could go up. I can't really predict it. But once it comes up here again, this is when I can, I guess this is closer to PM session, but this, like, if this was AM session, when it's not going to form, like, I mean, maybe right here, but when it's not going to form all that, this is when I can look for a short. So I guess I'm not too mad about today. I didn't risk too much. I haven't been risking $200 just because I haven't been too confident in the trades recently. So I've been risking, I guess, like half. So it was probably, I think it was 116 that I risked. So nothing bad at all. But yeah, that's kind of it for today. I will trade tomorrow on NFP after it comes out, obviously. I think we should get some good data wicks. So I guess, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I'll do, right after this, I'm going to go do some back testing. I didn't do it yesterday because pretty much I'm lazy and I didn't want to, but I got to get on that. So I'm going to go do that right after this. And yeah, that's it for this trader gap. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.